Olá a todos, Renato Lopes aqui diretamente do Congresso do DEIC. Estou aqui com meu amigo Robert Mentz, da Duke University também. E nós acabamos de sair do simpósio em conjunto Duke-DEIC. So Rob, thank you so much for being here with us. We just finished the Duke and DEIC symposium. So what did you think about the session?
Well, first, thanks so much for the invitation. Truly a tremendous session, amazing conversations around the exciting opportunities with medications, both new and older medications in heart failure, talking through devices, but then really importantly, talking about the challenges, implementation, and why are we still having these huge gaps in practice? So just a phenomenal discussion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we were able to separate out and bring a summary of almost 10, 15 years of advances in heart failure, but also looking at how to make this progress make into clinical practice, right? Because we know that the majority of patients are not getting the drugs that they should be getting, especially not at the right doses, and we discussed a little bit about that. But how to close this gap? What is the key for us to be able to implement what we know it works?
Well, I think you said it really nicely in your talk. It's pulling in all of the different stakeholders, right? So it's patients, their caregiver, care partner, it's the clinicians. It's not just the MD, it's the pharmacist, it's all of these different team members, but it has to be at the system level too. Right. In thinking what's going to work at one institution may not at another. And I think you underscore those points so nicely in your discussion.
No, thanks. I think you're spot on. And the last thing to discuss here is that the ability to do this Duke and DEIC symposium is also to exchange experiences with the local practice and local environment in São Paulo and in Brazil with what we live in the United States. So I think this exchange, and there were some comments about different healthcare systems in the US and in Brazil, right? Are you surprised with the differences?
Well, I think you're exactly right. You know, one of the greatest opportunities here is the bidirectional learning, right? So it's learning what works in some locations, might not work as well in others, but that we can still learn from each other either way. And I was really struck by many of the comments and questions from the audience that'll help inform how I practice.
Correct. Yeah, and I think one of the nicest things that happened at the end among all of us who were there giving the talks is that we all look at each other and say we learned so much because there were so many different perspectives that I think that's the objective of learning from each other and being better prepared to treat better our patients, right?
That's exactly right. I think it's truly the best of global heart failure collaboration.
Right. So thank you so much again. Hope you have the next symposium next year and we'll have you come back.
I look forward to it. Thanks again.
Então, obrigado, pessoal. E, estamos aí terminando o simpósio da Duke e DEIC esse ano. E contamos com todos aí para o simpósio do ano que vem, para a terceira edição do simpósio Duke e DEIC. Até a próxima.